is a growing progressive city where people live in unity day in and day out. But not all that long ago, racial tension ruled Main Street and what's now City Square.
Leading up to the Civil War, there were several race riots here. The worst one was in the summer of 1862.
White versus black, deaths weren't uncommon.
Many of the slaves were coming across the river to freedom here in Indiana.
The city was split. Pro-slavery sentiment bled over the Ohio from the South.
There were people who made a living on capturing slaves who were running away.
There were also people and organizations on the sunny side of the river that took a strong anti-slavery stand.
It was dangerous for them, yes, to be out front with their help.
One of those places that didn't back down is what's now known as Town Clock Church.
This church is literally the gateway to the Underground Railroad in the metro area.
To realize that there were people that were willing to risk their lives in order to help slaves move to freedom, that is huge.
Many freed African Americans found the refuge they so desperately were seeking. Some hid in the sanctuary. Town Clock's pastor says he believes tunnels underneath his church were also used.
We believe that slaves hid when someone came into the church looking for slaves.
One passage in particular, says Pastor Marshall, allowed slaves to get to a hospital for treatment.
This is the tunnel that actually goes under Main Street.
Today, work continues to restore this historic building. Stained glass windows are being repaired or recreated. Sanctuaries are back to being church ready. And the bells are chiming loud. Thanks in part to a group called Friends of Town Clock Church.
We want it to be maintained, and we want the history to persevere through years to come.
It's that important to them, because while the days of slavery, bloodshed, and the Underground Railroad were tumultuous and ugly, they're also a part of history that can't and won't ever be forgotten.
The Underground Railroad lies within the hearts and the minds of the people.